Namaste everyone. Happy New Year to all of you. नए साल की शुभकामनाएं. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to identify gender in Hindi. How to identify gender in Hindi language. What is with this masculine and feminine? Why is there no neuter gender in Hindi? And how to identify, how to distinguish between these two, especially when it comes to objects. Of course, with people, it's easy to identify, right? If there are pictures of, or if they are right in front of you, you can easily identify them. But what is it with the objects? So before we start, I want you to think of a couple of those words which you often get confused about regarding gender. Think of a couple of those words, maybe just 2 or 3, and write them down in the comment section so that we can have a look at the most common confusing words. So pause this video here, think and write, and then we shall start. So to identify and distinguish between the gender in Hindi language, the basic rule is to look at the ending. If a particular word ends with "a," and when I say "a," I mean the sound, not the letter. If it ends with "a" sound, it's masculine. And if it ends with "e" sound, it's feminine. Like for example here. So basically when you deal with people or living beings, you can clearly see, right? But what if you don't have these images to support? Then how would you know? What if you don't even know what ladka and ladki means? How would you know? So there you look at the ending. Ladka is boy, it ends with a, it's masculine. Ladki ends with e, so it's feminine. Ladki means girl. Similarly, bachcha ends with a, that means it's masculine. Bachcha means male child. And bachchi ends with E sound. It's feminine. It means female child. Now let's come to objects, which is the main topic of today's class. Here I have a picture of utensils, and in this lesson I've taken all those words which I've used in my previous lessons as well, so that you can continuously listen to those words, and when you continually listen to a particular set of words, they get registered in your mind, especially if you're a complete beginner. So here I have patila and patili. And if you refer to the same rule, the basic rule, you can easily get to know which one is masculine and which one is feminine, right? Patila ends with a, so it's masculine. Patila means a pot, and it's bigger. Patili ends with e, so it's feminine. That is also a pot, but it's a smaller one. So like if I have to compare here in this picture, I would say this is a patila, whereas this is a patili because it's smaller. So for objects, if they have similar name, then feminine objects will be smaller in size. Now the question is, why do we need to know the gender of objects? Why can't I do without? For example here, पत्ता, ये पत्ता है और ये पत्ती है. Why do I need to call this patta? Why can't I call this patti? Well, the answer is no. You can't do without the identification of gender in Hindi. You may be able to do without it for a short while, probably temporarily. And I, being a native Hindi speaker, I may be able to understand you as well. So whatever you speak, I'll be able to comprehend, but you'll be speaking incorrect Hindi at the end of the day. I know it can be very confusing, especially at the beginning, to be able to identify and distinguish between masculine gender objects and feminine gender objects in Hindi, but it's very important for declension and conjugation. And what I mean by declension and conjugation is that whenever you structure any sentence, then we always look for the right form of the words that are related to each other. Let's take an example. For instance, I want to say that it's a green leaf. Now I know that there are two words for leaf. If it's a big leaf, I'll say patta. If it's a small leaf, I'll say patti. But what's with this word green? The word in Hindi for green is hara or hari. It depends on the gender as well as the number of the noun, which form you're going to take with the word leaf. So I am talking about this leaf. I'm talking about patta here. I'll naturally go with hara because that is the masculine form. Hara patta, ye hara patta hai. And if I'm talking about this leaf here, this patti here, then I'll say ye hari patti hai. I can't say ye hara patti hai. It'll be wrong, it'll sound wrong, and it's grammatically wrong. So, you know what I'm talking about. To be able to use the right form of the adjective as well as the verb, it's very important to know gender in Hindi language. Now, let's look at some very commonly used Hindi words, Hindi nouns, which are masculine. And according to the rule, they end with a. The first one is the Indian currency. Well, the Indian currency is rupee, rupees in Hindi, but we use the word paise. It was more prevalent in olden times, and it's been used since then, even till now. So the singular form is paisa, and the plural form is paise. Paisa, paise. And most often we use the plural form, paise, for money. For example, कितने पैसे हैं? How much money is that? कितने पैसे हैं? कितने with पैसे, because कितने is plural form and पैसे is also plural. कितने पैसे, you can't say कितना पैसे. कितना पैसा, कितने पैसे. Similarly, कपड़ा. कपड़ा is cloth, fabric. कपड़ा singular, कपड़े plural. ये कैसा कपड़ा है? ये कैसा कपड़ा है? How is this fabric, or what kind of fabric is this? ये कैसे कपड़े हैं? How are these clothes? ये कैसे कपड़े हैं? कैसे, again, कैसा with kapda, kaise with kapde. You have to choose the right form of the adjective or even the verb with the right noun. Then another masculine word is chashma. Chashma for spectacles. Then we have khana. Khana. Khana is masculine. We have the same word khana for the noun as well as the verb. So to eat is khana and food is also khana. Here khana refers to food. Next is darwaza. Darwaza is door. Bada darwaza. Bada is big. Bada darwaza. I can't say badi darwaza. And now we come to commonly used feminine nouns in Hindi with E ending. First is coffee. Coffee. Coffee कैसी है? How is it? How is the coffee? Coffee कैसी है? And in response to that, I'll say अच्छी है, not अच्छा. अच्छी है, because here we are referring to a feminine noun, correct? And mind you, all the beverages are not feminine. Coffee is feminine. Chai is feminine, chai is tea, whereas doodh is not. Doodh is milk. Doodh is masculine. Then naukri. Naukri means job. Naukri is feminine. And there's a portal with the same name, naukri.com, where people find jobs. Gadi. Gadi basically means vehicle, and it can also be used to refer to a car. Ye hari gadi hai. Hindi. So Hindi as a language is considered feminine, and all languages for that matter are considered feminine. Hindi, English, Bengali, Urdu, any language is feminine. Then the word movie. Movie and its synonyms, picture or film, are considered feminine. Kal ho na ho, achhi movie hai. Now it's time to test yourself. Refer to the basic rule. Go through these commonly used nouns and identify their gender. Pause the video here, identify the gender, and if you want, you can also comment down. The first is naina. Naina. It's a plural word for eyes. Then we have kamra on the right hand side. Kamra. Kamra means room. Then we have company. Notice that company ends with Y, and that's why I told you to go with the sound, not the spelling. Anyways, these spellings are not the standard Hindi spellings. I have written Hindi words using Roman script. So that's not the standard Hindi spelling. For the standard Hindi spellings, you please refer to these words. If you know Devanagari script, if you know how to read Hindi, then these are the standard spellings to go for. So anyways, the word is company. Just focus on the ending. Then we have thela. Thela. Thela means a bag, and basically it refers to a carry bag. Thela is a carry bag. You can't call your wallet or even handbag, purse. You can't call that a thela. Thela is a carry bag. Then we have roti. Roti. And roti is Indian flatbread. Then we have biryani. Biryani, another Indian dish. And finally, we have pita. Pita, the word for father. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं and let's get down to the second level where we are talking about exceptions. So the rule that I just talked about where masculine objects end with a and feminine objects end with e so that it's very easy to identify, that's not the standard rule. It's not applicable for all the objects. There are some exceptions where the rules are interchanged. So here we are going to look at some more commonly used words, nouns, which are masculine but end with the opposite ending, that is where they end with E sound. The first one being pani. Pani for water. Pani gir gaya. Gir gaya means has spilled. Pani gir gaya. Gaya is masculine form of jana in past tense. So I'm using the right form of the verb to correctly refer to the word pani. Pani gir gaya. Water has spilled. I can't say pani gir gayi. It'll be wrong. It'll be grammatically incorrect and will also not be acceptable in spoken Hindi. So once again, I'll repeat the same thing. I may be able to understand what you are saying, but it will be incorrect. You'll be speaking wrong Hindi. Next is admi. If you don't have the picture here, you'll consider the word admi as feminine, but admi means man, and it's a masculine word. Admi. Hathi ends with e, but it's an exception. This is the word for male elephant. For female elephant, the word is hathni. That also ends with e. Hathni. In some cases, we look at the suffix ni to distinguish feminine from masculine. For example, hathni for female elephant, sherni for lioness, and morni for peahen. Next, look at some feminine nouns with a ending. First one being mahila. Mahila. Mahila means woman, lady. Mahila ends with a, but it means a woman, it means a lady, so it's a feminine word. Earlier we saw pita ends with a, that's a masculine word. But here the word for mother is mata, mata, pita, or even ma, ma, for mom, for mother. This also ends with a, but it's a feminine word. Then we have shikshika. Shikshika or adhyapika. These are synonyms for female teacher. Adhyapika ji बैठी हैं. बैठी is the feminine form of the verb बैठना, to sit. बैठी हैं. I can't say adhyapika ji बैठा है. And we have chhatra. Chhatra for female student. Chhatra. Now, in case if you're wondering, how can I tell the gender? How do I know the gender in Hindi language of these objects? Am I making this up? Then let me clarify this for you. No, I'm not making this up. I'm a native Hindi speaker and it has been handed down to me. I have been taught. We, right from our childhood, are taught to associate nouns, are taught to associate objects with its gender right from the beginning. And that's how we come to know and learn. It requires a lot of listening comprehension, association, and finally practice. The key to identify gender in Hindi language and the final goal to learn a language is a lot of practice. You require a lot of practice. So there may be some of you who understand Hindi but are unable to speak, who can't structure their sentences properly. My advice to you is practice a lot. Even if it's broken Hindi, that's okay. Do mention some words in Hindi language which are confusing to you. Moving on to the final category, we have some more very commonly used nouns which end with some other consonant. So they have some other ending. They neither end with A nor with E. They end with some other consonant altogether. Here I have a list of frequently used Hindi words and I want you to tell their gender. Pause the video here, think, and tell the gender in the comment section. The first word is pen. I know it's an English word, but it's highly used in spoken Hindi. Pen word is considered masculine, whereas kalam, which refers to the same thing, is considered feminine. Confusing, right? I know. Well, to be honest, even I don't know. I can't give you any explanation for why we have two different words associated with different gender. It should be the same gender, right? I have the same question. I don't know. If any of you watching this video know the answer to this, please write in the comment section. I would love to know. So the word pen is masculine. For example, mera pen gir gaya. Mera for my, not meri. Mera pen gir gaya. Even if you are a female talking about your pen, you'll use the same word mera because mera depends on the gender or the number of the noun, not you, of the word that you're referring to. My pen, mera pen gir gaya. Gir gaya means, in this case, it means fallen down. Then the next word is laptop. Laptop is masculine. Mera laptop अच्छा चलता है. Chalta from the word chalna, which actually means to walk, but in this case where we are talking about gadgets, appliances, then it means to function, to work. So mera laptop अच्छा चलता है. My laptop works fine. It's in a good working condition. Phone is also masculine. Then charger. It doesn't end with A or E. It ends with some other sound. And it's considered masculine. Okay, now hold on. If you're wondering that, okay, I got this. All the gadgets, all the appliances or any words related to it are masculine. Then no, do not find logic to be able to identify gender in Hindi language. You'll be disappointed and you'll go pagal. You'll go crazy. Let's move on. Dil is also considered masculine. For example, mera dil or aapka dil. When I talked about coffee a little while ago, I did tell you that chai is also feminine. Adrak wali chai. Adrak is ginger. Wali chai. Wali means the one with ginger in it. Adrak wali. I can't say adrak wala chai. Chai is feminine. That's why I'll use the right form, wali, to refer to chai. Then we have aurat. Aurat. The word for woman or lady is aurat. It's a synonym of mahila. And you can very clearly tell from the picture that the word is feminine. And finally, we have jacket. Jacket. What's jacket? This is also feminine. Meri jacket. Meri jacket, for example, hari. Hari for green. The color green. मेरी जैकेट हरी है. ये हरी जैकेट है. It's a green jacket. Now your another doubt or question could be that if there are no set rule or standard rule to identify gender in Hindi language, if there are so many exceptions and these three categories, how to tell, how to identify and memorize these? Because there are so many objects, which means you'll have to learn gender for each and every object. Is that so? Yes, that is right. No matter how confusing it is, if you really want to achieve your goal of speaking like a native speaker or even learning to speak fluently, you'll have to get past through this phase where you are confused. And it's okay. Initially, it can be very confusing, but you'll have to observe, just keep observing, imitate how others are speaking, and practice a lot. That's the only key. There's no other way to identify gender of all nouns. You'll have to practice and practice a lot. Now, with that motivation, let's identify the gender of some more commonly used Hindi words that will help you speak correct Hindi. Another word is calm. Calm refers to work. For example, काम हो गया. From this sentence, can you identify the gender here? काम हो गया. Gaya is the past form and the masculine form of the verb jana. काम हो गया means the work is done. The work is over, it's finished. When we'll discuss conjunct verbs or combined verbs, then I'll tell you why it's ho gaya, why it's not just ho to say that it's done. Why do I have to use another verb along with hona, which has a different meaning to mean that it's finished? I'll tell you that in a separate lesson. For now, let's focus on gender of Hindi words. The key is to observe how people are speaking and listen well, because you'll get the hint from the other words that they are using in their speech to refer to the noun that you are talking about. When you tell your name, what do you say? My name is Firdaus, so I say, मेरा नाम फिरदौस है. I am a female. I don't say मेरी नाम फिरदौस है. Because the word naam is masculine. So I'll always say मेरा नाम फिरदौस है. आपका नाम क्या है? What is your name? Then we have घर. ये घर छोटा है. छोटा is for small. Can you tell the gender here? Yes, it's masculine. ये घर छोटा है. ये नीली बोतल है. नीली means blue. ये नीली बोतल है. बोतल is considered feminine. ये इंडिया गेट है. ये जगह न्यू दिल्ली में है. ये अच्छी जगह है. जगह for the word place is also considered feminine. अच्छी जगह means nice place, wonderful place. वो मेरी किताब है. वो मेरी किताब है. किताब is also considered feminine. बारिश. बारिश for rain or rainfall. बारिश हो रही है to mean it's raining. बारिश हो रही है. बारिश is also feminine. नैना also means eyes. नैना is masculine, whereas आँखें is feminine. आपकी आँखें सुंदर हैं. आपकी आँखें सुंदर हैं. Your eyes are beautiful. तो not आपका आँखें, but आपकी आँखें सुंदर हैं. Always आपकी आँखें. And finally, we come to the word बात. बात. बात refers to thing or the matter of your conversation. बात. For example, अच्छी बात है means that's a good thing. अच्छी बात है. From the word अच्छी, you can easily tell that this word is feminine. So we'll always say अच्छी बात है to mean that's a good thing, it's a good thing, or बुरी बात है, that's a bad thing. And this image is from a Hindi news channel. Here it says आज की बात. That means topic of discussion for today. And here it says की, not ka, because the word baat is feminine. That's why we use the right preposition. I have a final question for you, which some of you may be wondering. Is there any trick to crack this gender thing in Hindi language? What about those objects which are conventionally, traditionally, or stereotypically associated with males? Can they be considered masculine and vice versa? Can those objects which are again stereotypically associated with females, can they be considered feminine? Is there any such concept, any such idea to finally crack this gender thing? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you yet again, but no. Do not find logic, you'll go pagal. Let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say Gadi. Now, long ago, I'm talking about olden times, okay? I'm not talking about modern India. In olden times, there were only male drivers, only men used to drive before. So, by that logic, Gadi should be masculine. However, it's not. Gadi is feminine. Same goes with the word cigarette. Cigarette should be masculine. However, it's not. It's feminine. So listen more, imitate more, and practice more. I hope I was able to clarify all your doubts regarding gender. Yet if you have any, please comment below. I'll answer it for you, or we can even start a discussion in the comment section. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next lesson with the new topic. Stay tuned for that. Namaste.